Hi friends, it's Renee Roque from Women's Council of Realtors, Santa Clarita Valley, and it is a privilege and honor to be here today and introduce you to Kerri Hartnett from Portland, Oregon, and she is our 2021 leadership team. She's our national treasurer. And welcome as the newest addition, Kerri. Thank you for being here.
Hello, nice to be here. Great to see your smile.
Oh, thank you. Well, we are on our day 3 of our national convention, and it's a big day because there's a big thing that's happening in this evening. Tell us a little bit about you. I've met you a few years ago when you gave me this wonderful journal that I use, and I can't believe how your resume, it's quite impressive. Looks like you've had every seat that there is from Portland and Oregon. So tell us a little bit about your journal. How are you feeling about your inaugural ball this evening?
This is so exciting. Something obviously that I've been looking forward to for a while, longer than May, which is, it's interesting being in this environment, but I think it's going to be a lovely evening. I know it's going to be a lovely evening. I'm planning on wearing my dress and my mask. I hope you all are as well.
Yeah.
It'll be, I will say I'm going to cry. I'm sure of it. So you might see some tears because I do cry. I ask all my friends.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's tears of joy,
yes.
For sure. It's been a really great journey. And can I tell you a little bit about it?
Yeah, please. How long have you been a Women's Council of Realtors member?
Okay, so I joined Women's Council in 2004, and I technically I wasn't necessarily a member, but I technically went to my first performance management network course before I actually had my license. I had taken the test, but I hadn't gotten my results. Back then you had to wait for your results. It's not as instant gratification as it is today. So the regional, which is California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Alaska, and Hawaii, were having a regional in Portland. My mom happened to be I think she might have been the financial secretary at the time, somewhere on the line, maybe a little bit further up the line. And she said, you need to go to this class. And it was referrals and networking. And so I went, and therefore now my business is fortunately all about referrals and networking. So yeah, I started out before I was even a baby realtor, and
that's exciting. So you are on the national line, and you have a legacy ahead of you, sort of like Rosanna in California. She's state president, and her mom, I think it was 40 years ago.
40 years ago. That's what she said. Yep.
She was state president. Isn't that amazing?
That's incredible. I love it. I know Rosanna and I talk about that, and I think that's incredible. Yes, I have a legacy. My mom, Gail Hartnett, was president in 2006, and national president. Yeah. So and she's very involved still, mostly over at NAR, but she's been attending all these meetings. So it's been great to have her as a mentor, and every one of the people that I have met through this wonderful tribe organization, as we've been kind of talking about it this week. Right. It's just incredible to have these women, the safe space, the support system, and those who are just like pushing you out of your comfort zone to do things that you never anticipated that you could do. So it's been great. I'm really excited about it. I'm looking forward to serving our members.
Fantastic. Well, let me ask you, Kerri, how are you feeling about tonight's ball? Any surprises you want to let us know about?
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of surprises. I am so excited. I live by myself, so it'll be, my cat and I will be celebrating together. I'll get the champagne out, and I might have to have someone come over and help me, because I certainly don't want to have a whole bottle of champagne by myself. I'm looking forward. Brent, this has been such an amazing year. Incredible leaders. The leadership team has been so thoughtful, and everything that they've delivered. And it's exciting to kind of. I am the new addition. I think you might have mentioned that. I've been on the team kind of since May. And obviously there was so much work that went on behind this before I got to there. So now I'm just kind of catching up. So it's really, I'm excited because we're coming together as that team, and it's an evolution. You know, every year there's a new team member, and so it's just it's something that I've been watching like Pamela forever. So I'm looking forward to her and celebrating her. And I watched Sylvia forever and Chris and bidding farewell to, not really farewell, but kind of an au revoir to Brenda Lee. And it's just, I am gonna cry. I'm just gonna say.
Went so quickly.
I'll say it again.
Went so quickly. San Francisco seems like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, it does, but so much has happened that it seems like a lifetime ago that we were in San Francisco. But yeah, it was only a year ago. So it's exciting. Of course, I'm gonna miss all the hugs, but it's, you know, at least we can get together and celebrate, and I think it's gonna be really special.
I think so.
I know it will be.
Yes. Well, thank you, Kerri. Before we let you go, let me just ask you one thing. If you can speak to someone out there now who's watching this and says, why would I be with Women's Council? Why would I pay those dues? What would you say to them?
I'd say, why not? I mean, we cannot be in an environment. We are in an environment where we need to surround ourselves with others who inspire us to show up as the best version of ourselves. And this week alone has just been hands down, I'd say, the best conference that I've actually attended in 16 years. Wow. I mean, and I've attended almost all of them. And this is like the fact that we are looking at a holistic approach to our members' wealth, health, and self. And I said this before, I personally feel like working on yourself first leads to your health and your wealth. And the fact that this group is teaching that, no one else is teaching that.
Yeah.
So why not join? And the member, like, if you were to join, I know that this was something that they did for this conference. You got this conference for free as part of your membership. I mean, it literally pays for itself. Not only that, referrals. That's all I gotta say.
Right. I gotta say, last week I took, 2 homes plus 2 escrows, both from Women's Council Realtors referrals, one from Atlanta, Georgia, Tammy Knoll, and one that was given to me from California, Jeannie Anderson. So yeah, there you go.
I mean, all over the state, all over the state, even within your own local network sometimes.
Nation.
Yeah.
All over the
because
nation.
Sometimes people, like, depending on where you're at, and what geographically where you're located in your local, like in Portland, when I first got into the business, people didn't want to cross the river. I don't know why. They just didn't. Realtors were like, I'm on the west side. And so I'd get business for people from the west side of my network to the east side because I was not afraid of the river. Or during the short sales, people didn't want to do short sales. I was like, bring it on. So they would send me short sale business or commercial business. There's so many opportunities. And this year alone, most years it's pretty high, but this year, 100% of my business has come from agent referrals, not just Women's Council, but my involvement through all of the associations. So I don't know what I would do without it, quite honestly.
It pays to serve, doesn't it?
It does pay to serve.
Yes, it does. Well, thank you so much, Kerri. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to tonight and seeing which you're going to win.
I know. Can't wait.
My friend. Oh, cheers.
I got this. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye now. Have a good one.